Howdy guys, welcome back to Cruiser Man's Inventions. We got something different today. We got these two bikes, my drag bike and the electric cockroach bike. And as you can see, the electric cockroach bike actually has a bigger motor. It's a 110 alternator motor compared to a 90 amp alternator, which is on the drag bike over here. And so what I'm gonna try and do, guys, well, in this video, what I'm gonna do is tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change this motor over, right, which is a Nissan motor, 110 amp, and I'm gonna put that one there into the drag bike. Now let's go over to the drag bike and have a look. So the electric cockroach bike was running on about 1,000 watts, 1,000 watts at 72 volts, and this bike over here was running on 3,000 watts at 72 volts. And you can ramp it right up to this controller right here to 100 volts, guys. But I haven't found nothing on YouTube yet about the regen side of it, because I can't put back brakes on this. My clamp system's taken up from here, my brake clamp system, and so I can't put the caliper back on. But I'll show you what I was thinking of doing soon. Okay, so let's have a look at this alternator. This is a Ford alternator at about 90 amps. Close to 100. So we got freewheel ability here. See that? Yep. And that is attached to a collar, which is welded onto that. And then it goes through the tunnel here to a 1-inch shaft. Let's go over here. Let's get a little closer on the other side. So 1-inch shaft here, and then it comes out to here. More collars, more bearings, stabilitying it up, you know, and then back to a 420 pitch train, coming back to this sprocket. Now my whole deal is with this bike, guys, is I try and take off. I try and take off in first gear down here, and I have to literally get this bike up to about slowly on just a little hairpin of a notch, right up to about I think it's 30 k's, 25 to 30 k's it is. And I measured it out on my GPS speedo, and then you can really ramp it back on the throttle. Now these throttles here, when I turn the key on, it just displays, oh geez, where's the camera? There it is. It just displays the voltage, right? Displays the voltage. So, and there's a key, but I have all of that pamphlet there for this certain controller. So, anyways, my whole deal about this is that it glitches out on me. The controller squeals, it goes every time I really punch it in first, and it's not good. It only gets me over the bridge and back, which is only 3 k's, you know, and I want it to do much more, and I want this one here to do much more. So what I'm gonna do is take the motor out of that one, put this motor, much bigger, much thicker windings in it. It's 110 amps at 12 volts, this whole outside winding, thicker wire than the 110. So it should be able to handle that 3,000 watt controller. That's my theory, and I'm going to do it. That's all, guys. It's taken me a long time to build all these bikes. As you know, I have more. I have other bikes. I have these drift trucks that are electric. I have motorbike drift trucks that are electric. I have 10 horsepower ones that hit 100k in one gear. You know what I mean? So it, you know, and then I have other little builds going on in the background. So it's all very exciting stuff. And then I have my bat trike, which is electric and stuff as well. You've all seen this one here, right? But really, I'm just getting back down to this, guys. So I have the actual disc brake that come off that drag bike over there, and it fits on the other side. But I can fit this to that side where the sprocket is, right? Of course I can, because it's got the same bolt pattern and it's got the same right hole. Center it up. Of course. So my theory was that I go and get a bigger sprocket. But just so happens all these holes don't match up. So what I gotta do is try and use this disc. And if I can use the disc, center it up to the best I can, and chop out there, all the way around, center it up, which I've already done. I've got the marks there, and see, there, all the way around. Chop all the outer side out using that, and then I'll just weld it in place, and then put this whole thing to that bike. But this sprocket is about a 540 pitch. I have got a chain, but it's not the DID gold chain that I'm using on this bad boy at the moment. There's two different routes I can go, right? So it's this big sprocket. Okay, let's put this big sprocket up to here. Let's just see this for a minute. Look, there's the original. Okay, see that? This is much bigger. See how much bigger that is? Way bigger. Okay, but the alternator ones that I've got at the same pitch as this is this one, which is about 7, super small, and this one, which is about 17, which may be a little bit too big for the alternator, you know what I mean? There's one there, here's one there, you know what I mean? Hey, 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 hey. There's a big difference. So, and hey, looky there. And that's the small one, see? So I need one like this. That's what I'm saying. One about 12 teeth is perfect. Beautiful. So, yeah, so that's all the challenge. Look, my video today was all about the last ride to these two bikes, but I can't fit the batteries in. It's in my bigger bike, and man, I just can't be bothered to put them all back into these things after I've taken them out for the bigger bike test. And this one's got batteries on it, but you know, like I just said, got into town, hardly got all the way back. So my mission is to make this bike get into town and all the way back, not a problem. I know it won't be freewheel, but there's some other things that are going on with that bike, I tell you. So, yeah, guys. Damn. Just try and get out of the sunlight for a bit. Whew. It is hot here all of a sudden, guys. Whew, whew, whew. Man, is it hot. Let's, yeah. So, I don't know. I'm thinking at this stage that this bike here might be better as a trike, and take this whole back end out of this trike here and just fit that whole back end into that bike there and tune it. Well, actually there's a couple of options. There's a ride-on lawnmower diff that I have and some fats that I done up, and in the comments, guys, if you want me to put fats on that bad boy, I'll put fats, I'll put a diff on there, I'll put an alternator on, you name it, I'll do it. Cool, guys. I'm gonna head on off and get on into this stuff, man. It takes a long time. Cool. Cruiser man out, guys. Thanks for watching. Cool.